Growing up in the early days of the internet boom was kind of exciting. You had this machine that could let you message, talk to, and even game with other people around the world. Dreamcast had online capabilities, Xbox Live was on the horizon, PC gaming was in a world of its own with games like Doom, Quake, and Counter-Strike. So it was a very exciting time to be a part of. And with all that excitement and mystery, different online communities and brands began launching their own creative Wild West as well. Newgrounds, XGen Studios, Game Brew, to the TV brands branching and creating websites for their own games based off their animated TV shows and stuff like Kids WB, Disney, Nickelodeon, and of course, Cartoon Network. I loved Cartoon Network growing up. Coming home from school to shows like Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Lab, Cow and Chicken, Ed, Edd and Eddy, and the rest was always satisfying. And then afterwards tuning into the old Toonami with Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho, Big O, Rurouni Kenshin, DBZ, Gundam, and many more, what a great time. Anyways, thankfully my school had computers with internet, and I was also lucky to have an aunt that worked in my elementary school as a school teacher. So after school, I'd head to her class, get on one of those old fat Mac desktops they had, and open up some CartoonNetwork.com to play some games. Well, let's see how it looks after all these years.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh, yeah! I can't believe you've done this.
What the fuck is this shit? Where's all the classic games and shit? No Teen Titans, no Courage, no Billy and Mandy, what the fuck is this? Likes? Since when does Cartoon Network use likes? Oh no, it's all fucked! Okay, so if you search, they have some of the games, but like, where's Teen Titans Battle Blitz, Clash of the Idiots, To the Edge Stream? I mean, I guess they got Spin Stadium, but why exclude all the other ones? Oh man, they got rid of a lot of good games. Powerpuff Girls doesn't have Pillow Fight, Courage ain't got Pharaohphobia, K&D and Dexter ain't got shit. Alright, fine, I could work with this. Because remember, this is the internet, and nothing is truly lost forever. Alright, so the first game I got is one you might have forgotten. It's called Trick or Treat Beat. Oh yeah, and because I couldn't find this on Cartoon Network's website, or any other website for that matter, I actually had to download this shit. Well, now I can say I own one of my favorite Cartoon Network Flash games from like 2004 or 5, so that's cool. Man, I remember playing the shit out of this game. One of my all-time favorites. Weird, right? I don't know, maybe it's because it takes place in Halloween, or maybe because I like the way the characters look, like Mr. Spooky Bones over here, or Drax's little cat smile. But I just loved this game. It's a sort of puzzle game where your objective is to gather each piece of candy from either houses, rocks, or other random objects, coins from houses or other trick-or-treaters out and about, and a secret hidden token hidden somewhere in every one of the levels. The game had 5 levels with 5 stages in each, so it's a pretty good game to play when you needed to kill some time in school. What I think I like most about it now, playing it back today, is that random old-school Cartoon Network veterans are here. You got Dexter, Johnny, the Eds, Sheep from Sheep in the Big City. Who else remembers this guy? No one, right? Damn shame. Him and Robot Jones are clumped in that same bucket. You know, I think I like this game a lot also because I was just seeing my favorite cartoon characters just out and about with the main characters of the game. Just chilling out for some candy and coins. Also because I could never finish it by the time me and my aunt had to leave school. That might have had something to do with it too. Yeah, but it does get a little tedious and the repeating background track gets kinda grating after a while. Same with the shuffling of the characters' little feats. And it never saved your progress, so no matter how far you got, once you close the Internet Explorer, you're done, and it's back to the beginning all over again. But still, it's a really fun time waster from back when I was a kid. Next on the list, we got Spin Stadium. I mean, why not? It's still on the page. Let's see if it holds up. The game lets you choose between all 3 of the Eds. Ed, the dumbass, Double D, the smartass, or Eddie, the greedy ass. I always chose Ed because he was my favorite Ed and also he had my favorite color. The goal of the game was to simply knock out all the other kids' tops out of the stadium, all the while keeping your energy meter in check, earning points and gaining one of 3 ranks. You Dizzy, meaning you suck. Super Spinner, you're okay I guess. To King of the Cul-de-sac. You know, this game felt more, I don't know, intense when I was younger. Now that I'm playing it again, it's just boring. No music, no voice lines or chatter. Just you, the spinner rolling down and either clanging against the wall with this kinda wispy thunk, or crashing into another top. Love the sound effect they went with, by the way. The objective is just to, again, get as much points as you can while knocking out other kids' spinners. Which, I should mention, they don't even care if they lose or not. You got Rolf over here looking bored as shit, Naz high off her tits, Johnny gazing while Plank tells him shit, Sarah going cross-eyed, Kevin's big-ass chin glistening in the sunlight, and Jimmy looking like he just witnessed a fucking murder. Also, during the game, depending on who you choose, either Ed, or Eddie will randomly show up and look at you with this depressed look. Or in Ed's case, just one of confusion. I wouldn't expect anything less. Okay, let's give another one a shot. This time, I'll be picking one of the newer ones, but I ain't gonna be playing. I'll let my 4-year-old nephew be the player. I don't really know too much of the newer shows that came out. The last shows I really knew anything about was Adventure Time, Gumball, and Regular Show, but I never really watched all that much of Adventure Time, and I've never even seen an episode of Regular Show. But Gumball I kinda enjoy, so let's do a game of that. Remote Foo. Object of the game is to choose between one of 5 family members and fight it out with 4 randomly chosen CPUs to get a chance to take on the last family member with the remote, and to get a chance to watch TV. Simple enough. And each of the 5 characters' endings show them watching shows referencing other old animes, games, or TV shows. Like Gumball watching Sailor Moon, or Sailor Gumball in this case, Darwin watching DBZ, Anais watching Powerpuff Girls, Richard watching Golden Girls or The Nanny, I don't fucking know, and Nicole watching herself on Top of Money. And all that reminds me of is TMNT Tournament Fighter, so I'm going with that. The music is pretty funky, even if it's on a loop. Kinda reminds me of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 music, but a lot more shitty. Also, the special moves you get in this game are directly taken from Street Fighter games. Gumball has a Shinku Hadouken, Darwin has a Shoryu Reppa, Anais has Rose's Soul Satellite, I think, Richard has Zangief's Spinning Pile Driver, and Nicole has Akuma's Raging Demon. I mean, that's just badass, to be honest. Out of all 5 characters on the roster, Richard is definitely the weakest, or the shittiest, I guess. His attacks feel like they miss more times than they hit. His punch goes at such a weird angle, I sometimes completely miss my target, even if I'm right next to them or in front of them. But he has one of my favorite finishers in fighting games with Zangief's Spinning Pile Driver, so it kinda hurts to put a grappler so low down on this list. Darwin is the second weakest. His weird split kicks kinda take a little time to come out, and even then it needs to be where you have someone in front and behind you to even remotely feel effective. I think the best character might be Anais. Her weird flailing punches hit every single time, sometimes twice or even 3 times in succession. Her special is pretty useful and tracks all of the enemies on the screen, and she's the shortest and fastest of the group. So all in all, the game is okay, but I mean, one continuous level, the wonky hit detection, the kinda weird iframes that sometimes work, sometimes don't, and the lack of any other characters besides the main cast of the show is kinda limiting. I can't believe I'm reviewing a Cartoon Network Flash game. Should have added in at least 2 more characters or secret characters like that huge-ass T-Rex or the beatboxing radio kid, but it's okay. Nice little 10-minute time waster. Alright, last one, and it's one I remember liking a lot. Powerpuff Girls and Fast and the Furious. Me and my sister would constantly play this one when we were younger, and I remember it being pretty fun, so hopefully it still holds up. Well, holds up better than Spin Stadium at least. The goal of this game is to get as many points as possible while making it down the slope, losing some of them if you bail. Okay, sounds simple enough. Oh, okay, I guess I'm Blossom. Didn't even get a chance to look at the other girls. I can only choose one board right now, but if memory serves me right, you can actually select more. But let's get it. Alright, I'm Mojo Jojo now. Oh fuck! Okay, it just starts off and it's got music. Hey, this one's actually pretty fun still. And fast as shit, holy hell. Okay, so after my test run, the game finally allowed me to see the girls, and each of them are ranked from beginner for Bubbles, but I thought she was hardcore, Blossom for intermediate, Buttercup for experts, and Mojo Jojo for Wahaha. Okay, guess that's why I was soaring at the speed of light earlier. I had it set to Wahaha mode. Let's go Buttercup for now. I always used to like her, and she was my favorite color as well. Okay, let's go down the bunny slope. It can't be that hard, right? Well, I suck ass. Guess I don't have the arrow fingers I used to back when I was a kid. Bubbles it is then. Forgot to mention that this game has 6 different levels with various jumps to get air from. and various obstacles to avoid, like rocks, pitfalls, failing at tricks, or crashing into ramps. This game is still a lot of fun, surprisingly, and I'm embarrassed to admit I kept playing for a long time after I finished recording footage for this video. And I actually got kinda frustrated when I was so fucking close to winning, but lose by like a few points or whatever. I beat each of the first 3 levels with each of the girls as well. The music, while being 10-second loops or whatever, is actually fun to listen to. And I actually really like the techno-y sound of one of them. The levels are varied enough with the different traps and ramps you can take. This game is definitely the favorite out of the 4 that I've played so far, and I'd recommend it for anyone's little cousins or nephew and nieces to play. So much fun. So those are the games I could find on the old Cartoon Network website, and trust me, I tried to find the other classics, like the Teen Titans Battle Blitz, Clash of the Idiots, the Samurai Jack Classic, set with that, old Kids Next Door games like Operation Startup, Ice Creamed, the old-ass Clone Wars Planetary Forces, Pillow Fight, To the Edge Stream, Gundam Wing Assault, the old-ass Justice League Flash games. So many great Flash classics, just lost or missing. Shame, but I guess at least they have some classics. I miss the old days of the internet, where Flash games were king, World of Warcraft just came out, and YouTube was this brand new thing. But hey, at least we have those awesome memories and times to share with everyone else. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and as always, have fun.